Good morning, students. Sairam. Welcome to this session. Today we are going to revise the next part of the lesson number 3, Life Processes in Living Organism, part 2. We have finished revising the asexual reproduction of unicellular organisms, asexual reproduction of multicellular organisms, as well as sexual reproduction in plants. We have finished revising. Now let us revise the next part of the lesson. Today we are going to revise sexual reproduction in human beings. Okay, let us start with the male and female reproductive organs. Already we have finished. Let us revise with that. Okay, before that, let us learn about the chromosomes. We have studied in the chapter of heredity and variation that men have XY sex chromosome and women have XX. You all know about this. So men have XY and female women has got X and X chromosomes. Okay. Reproductive system with specific organs developed in the body of men and women are due to these sex chromosomes, because the organs are differing in both male and female because of this sex chromosomes only. Okay. Now let us start with the male reproductive system. So the male reproductive system of human consists of testes, various ducts and glands. Okay. Testes are present in the scrotum outside the abdominal cavity in male. In female it is inside. All the organs, reproductive organs, okay, the ovary, oviduct, uterus, everything is inside the abdominal cavity. In male it is outside. Testes are present in the scrotum outside the abdominal cavity. And what testes contain? Numerous seminiferous tubules. Okay. Then germinal epithelium present in the tubules divide by meiosis to produce sperms. Okay. So inside the testes there are sperms produced. Those sperms are sent through various tubules. I will show you the diagram again. From the testes it is sent to various tubules, and as they are pushed forward, okay, from one duct to the next, they become mature and they are able to fertilize the ovum. So when they are released from the testes, they are immature. As they pass from one duct to another, they will become fertilized and they'll become mature and they can fertilize with the ovum. Okay, you can see. After that, I'll show you the diagram. Seminal vesicles secrete their secretion in ejaculatory duct, whereas prostate and Cooper glands secrete their secretion in urinogenital tract. See the diagram. You can see here. See, this is the scrotum. Okay, and this is here is the testis. Inside this, there is testis produced, and that is taken through the tubules over here. All these tubules. It comes like this and it comes to the penis. Okay. So from here again I'll show you this. This is the scrotum. Okay. And you can see the tube from the tubules. You can see the seminal vesicle. This is the seminal vesicle. They secrete the secretion into urinogenital. This one, ejaculatory duct. Okay. The seminal vesicle secrete into the ejaculatory duct. This is the secretions, and the Cooper glands. Which is the Cooper gland? Here, this one, small one. This Cooper glands, as well as the prostate gland. This is down below this. They secrete into the urinogenital tract. This is the urinogenital tract. You can see here. This is the urinogenital tract. So after the secretions all they mix up, and with the semen, the sperms comes out. Okay. The semen is formed from sperms and secretion of all these glands. The semen is ejaculated through the penis. All the organs of male reproductive systems are paired except the urinogenital, penis and scrotum. Okay. So except these three, urinogenital is one, penis and scrotum is one, all others are paired. So I've already explained in that video. You can just go through the detail. Now I explained in short. Okay. Now let us come to the female. All organs of female reproductive system are in the abdominal cavity. It is not outside as in the male. Okay, it is in what all it contains. This is very simple. A pair of ovaries, a pair of oviduct, single uterus and a vagina. Only four main parts. Pair of ovaries, pair of oviducts, single uterus and the vagina. Besides, a pair of Bartholin gland is also present. Okay, you can see the diagram over here. You can see the ovary. This both the sides are ovary, and this tube is the oviduct. Okay, and here is the vagina, no, uterus, and here is the vagina. So four parts are there. So what happens? Every month alternate. Every month one oocyte ovum is released from alternate ovary. So once from left ovary, then comes the right ovary. It comes through the oviduct and then it goes to the uterus. Okay, we'll see. An opening is present in the center of it. Oocyte that is in the ovary. Okay, oocyte enters the oviduct through that opening. Okay, through that opening, this oocyte is released from alternate ovary. Cilia present on the inner surface of the oviduct that pushes the oocyte towards the uterus. Okay, so that pushes the oocyte towards the uterus. So cilia present in the oviduct, hair-like structure called cilia are present in the oviduct that pushes the oocyte into the uterus. Okay, this is the female reproductive organ. Okay, now next we will see menstrual cycle. We all have learnt already about in detail. I have explained in one video fully of menstrual cycle. You can just refer to that. In this also I will revise. Female reproductive system undergoes some changes at puberty, and those changes repeat at the interval of every 28 to 30 days. These repetitive changes are called as menstrual cycle. Menstrual cycle is a natural process controlled by four hormones. So every female after puberty, after the age of 12 to 13, they will undergo some changes in their body, and that will repeat after every 28 to 30 days. There is a cycle, and this is called as menstrual cycle, and it is a natural process. It is controlled by four hormones. We will see the hormones on it. The four hormones are follicle stimulating hormone, that is FSH, luteinizing hormone LH, estrogen and progesterone. What are the four? Follicle stimulating, luteinizing hormone, estrogen and progesterone. These are the four hormones. One of the several follicles on the ovary starts to develop along with the oocyte present in it under the effect of follicle stimulating hormone. So first the follicle starts developing with the help of follicle stimulating hormone. So in one of the ovary, okay, the follicle will start developing in the with the effect of follicle stimulating hormone. Then the developing follicle secretes estrogen, which is developing, that will secrete estrogen. Endometrium means the wall of the uterus. Endometrium of the uterus starts to develop during the first cycle or degenerate during subsequent cycles under the effect of estrogen. So the follicles which are developing, they will secrete what? Estrogen. Even the endometrium will start developing with the help of estrogen. Meanwhile, developing follicle completes its development. So when the endometrium is formed, and this follicle will complete its development. After that, it bursts under the effect of luteinizing hormone. I have given in points that you remember, then you can elaborate and write. It bursts under the effect of luteinizing hormone and oocyte is released. I told you in the middle of the menstrual cycle, that is in the 13, 14, 15th day, that time the oocyte is released. That is called as ovulation. That period is called as a ovulation period. Remaining tissue of the burst follicle forms the corpus luteum. So after the this one is burst, okay, the oocyte is really, after the follicle is completely developed, it bursts with the help of luteinizing hormone, and the remaining part of the follicles forms the corpus luteum. This corpus luteum starts to secrete progesterone. Okay, so we learnt about now 3 or 4 hormones have already come. Okay, follicle stimulating, luteinizing, estrogen and progesterone. So the endometrium glands secrete their secretion under the effect of progesterone. So endometrium is ready for implantation of embryo. If oocyte is not fertilized within 24 hours, so after ovulation, okay, if the oocyte is not fertilized within 24 hours, then corpus luteum becomes inactive and transforms into corpus albicans. Okay, this is the figure. You can see this, the diagram. You can see how this is the follicle. Okay, you can see they will be fully grown, and they will start fully grown follicle, which will be fully grown like this. They will produce estrogen and they will release during the ovulation. I told you this period, this is the 13th, 14th, 15th day of the cycle. There will be ovulation taking place, and the remaining of that will form corpus luteum. If it is not fertilized, then it will form corpus albicans. Okay, and this one will produce a progesterone and estrogen. This is the full menstrual cycle. Only the above process you have to learn in this. Okay, now next let us continue. Due to the secretion of estrogen and progesterone completely stops. So endometrium starts to degenerate in absence of these hormones. So this estrogen and progesterone, once they are formed, the follicle is burst and they form corpus luteum, and this estrogen and progesterone secretion is stopped, and this endometrium starts to degenerate in the absence of these two hormones, and tissues of degenerating endometrium and unfertilized ovum are discarded out through vagina. That is your menstrual cycle. So this is accompanied with continuous bleeding. Bleeding continues approximately for 5 days. This is called as menstruation. Okay, I made the important points. This one, if you learn, you can write this full answer without any mistake. First, with the effect of follicle stimulating hormone, one follicle from the ovary starts to develop. I told you one from left ovary, next one from right ovary. So alternate ovaries. So with the effect of FSH, one follicle from the ovary starts to develop. Then the developing follicle releases which hormone? First estrogen. Then endometrium starts to develop under the effect of estrogen. By the effect of luteinizing hormone, the follicle bursts and oocyte is released. So what all hormones we learned? Follicle stimulating hormone, the follicle starts to develop. Then follicle they release estrogen. Then endometrium starts to develop with the effect of estrogen. By the effect of luteinizing hormone, the follicle bursts and oocyte is released. Then remaining of the follicle tissue forms what? Corpus luteum. Corpus luteum starts secreting progesterone. Then endometrial gland secrete their secretion and under the effect of progesterone. Okay. If oocyte is not fertilized within 24 hours, then corpus luteum becomes inactive and it is converted into what? Corpus albicans. Then secretion of progesterone and estrogen completely stops. Then tissues of degenerating endometrium and unfertilized ovum is discarded. This is called as menstrual cycle. Okay. So this menstrual cycle, if you learn this 10 points and elaborate it, that is more than enough. Just you have to remember the 4 hormones involved in menstrual cycle. We'll see some of the questions now. You will get questions like this. Choose the correct option. Okay. Seminal vesicles secrete their secretions in. So read the textbook thoroughly, children. So any type of question you should be able to answer. So seminal vesicles secrete their secretions in. What will be the answer? Ejaculatory duct. Option will be given. You have to just choose the correct option. For this you have to learn your textbook thoroughly. Okay. It is not urinogenital, it is not prostate, it is ejaculatory duct. Shall we go to the next? Okay. In women from the age of puberty to menopause, approximately only dash oocytes are released. How many? So I told you from puberty means from 12 to 13 years to up to 45 to 50 years. one oocyte from each ovary is released every month. So around how much? Around 400 approximately. 400 oocytes are released up to menopause. Okay. This is also there in your textbook only. Okay. Just go through your textbook thoroughly. Next one. Say true or false. Human male has XX chromosomes. Revise properly. We have done this even in 9th standard. XX is usually in female. It is only in female, and XY is in male. So what will be the answer? It is false. Okay. Next. The cilia pushes the oocyte towards uterus. Yes or no? True. You all know this. It is true. Okay. The answer will be true. Next one. Find the odd man. Ovaries, oviduct, vas efferens, uterus. You can see the difference, children. Among this, only one is from the male. Vas efferens is from the male reproductive system. Other three from the female. So you have to find out like this. Keep the see properly and write the answer. So vas efferens is the answer because other three are female reproductive organs. System organs, and the vas efferens is from the male. Okay. Okay, you will have to write type 1 of questions. I told you in the meeting itself. You will have to do one brief. 5 marks you will have for semester, for summative. Okay, you will have subjective questions where you can get answer in brief, give reason, short note, answer the following, or diagram based questions. Anything can come for 5 marks. So learn all the answers. One of the question from this session, what is menstrual cycle? Describe in brief. Okay. So what is menstrual cycle? First you have to write. Then describe in brief. You can write the 10 points, and that is you have to make it into a sentence. I have made it into points. You can write on all the 10 points. That is enough. Okay. Give reason. Gender of child is determined by the male partner of couple. You have to give reason why is determined by the male. Why it is from the male and not from the female. That one you have to write. Okay. This is the revision part. So like this questions you can expect in your semester exams. Okay. Hope you all understood, children. Take care. Sai Ram. We'll meet in the next video. Thank you, children.